to our today's program, Innovation, Leadership and Nation Building, NDA Induction Program. On the behalf of Government College Gurdaspur, I extend my warm welcome to Lieutenant Dhruv Yadav and his accompanying staff members also. Students, NDA, National Defense Academy. I hope and I'm sure that this do gives you goosebumps. Like sir just said, you all are very much interested in joining Indian Army. Are you? So there on the under the banner of Institutional Innovation Council and IQAC, we with the collaboration of Indian Army are going to organize an induction program. This would give you a innovational you can develop an innovational mindset and leadership and courage. Without any delay, I would now like to call our worthy principal, sir, Dr. Ashwini Bhalla, on the stage to formally welcome Lieutenant Dhruv Yadav and give you more insight about our today's program.
Most respected Lieutenant Dhruv Yadav ji, my fellow colleagues, Sugandhi Mahajan, Madam Tarnveer, Professor Gurdeep, Madam Mona, and my dear students of science classes. It's a great opportunity for all of us that we are going to hold this first induction program of this academic session 2026-27, and that is with the information about careers opportunities in Indian Army as an officer. The Army Cantonment, Tibri Kent, always take initiative to guide the students regarding these opportunities and help us to motivate the students to go in the Indian Army. For the information of Lieutenant Dhruv Yadav ji, this college has a great milestones for sending the many great officers in the Indian Army. Many of our officers has, our students who go as an officer in the Indian Army has sacrificed their life. And one of them is Lieutenant Navdeep Singh, who got the Ashok Chakra by sacrificing his life and killing 11 deadly terrorists in Dras Delhi. Similarly, one of our NCC cadet, Pratap Singh, who was just an NCC cadet of this college and studying in the college, he got the information that in the railway station there is some bombs has been planted which will destroy the ammunition train of Indian Army which was going to cross at that time, and he along with his another some of the cadets went there selflessly and defused the bombs, and the train was passed on safely. Otherwise, there was going to be a great massacre in Gurdaspur city. And with the brave courage of this of NCC cadet, he was awarded Ashok Chakra 3, which is now known as Shaurya Chakra these days. At that time, Ashok Chakra 3 was there. Many students of this college has gone as a brigadier. Recently, Brigadier Jaswinder Singh, who got the Yuddha Seva medal and completed his training after the brigadier, that Dr. Shri Dhruv Yadav ji will tell us what is that training. So similarly, there is a long list of army officers who has gone from this institution to serve the Indian Army. So now today also there is a great opportunity that we are going to listen what are the opportunities in the Indian Army, and this is going to be a very beneficial for our students and generations to come. So I welcome you, Dhruvji, and your team who always help us to motivate our students, and this lecture is going to be a milestone in the history of our institution. So thank you very much. So I hope students will learn this, enjoy this, as well as get some opportunities to go to the Indian Army after being motivated from their words. Thank you so much.
Lieutenant Dhruv Yadav on the stage.
So before I start on the lecture I have come here for, that is to tell you what the Indian Army is all about. So let me be very clear, I'm not here to sell the Indian Army. I'm not here to force you guys that you have to join it, but to give you an insight on what the Indian Army is actually about. So before I start, I just want to ask which year students are here? First year? How many of them? Can you please raise your hand? All right. So mostly are first year. Second year students? Right. Third year? No one from third year? Right. How many of you are NCC cadets? Do we have NCC cadets here? All right, no problem. So all those who are in first year as of now, are you from a science background? So that means you guys are eligible for NDA. Are you? You're below 19 as of now. So you guys are eligible for NDA. All those who are in the second year or the third year, you guys are eligible for the direct entry that's called the CDS. That is an examination conducted by the UPSC. Right the way I did it, I completed my school. I did commerce with maths. I took admission in University of Delhi. I did my bachelor's of commerce. After that, I was an NCC cadet. So I am an NCC entry. So जिसको बोलते हैं बिना रिटर्न के साथ सीधा SSB देना, that was me in my very first attempt. So before I begin, can I have a heads up? All those who want to join the army, like सबको join करना है और still somebody is confused. You're confused? नहीं मैं पूछ रहा हूँ किस किसको join करनी है army? Who all want to join army? Army or the armed forces यार? Army, Air Force, Navy, anything. And how many of you come from an army background? Great. So without wasting much time, I'll start with my presentation and my lecture. So we all know that the Indian Army has a second name, that is a way of life. So I don't have to be specific in telling you that what that way of life is, but with the moving slides, we'll see it through. I have a short video. I'll just play it for you all. This is for 30 seconds. Let it be for 5 minutes.
You want and learn nothing. You can work very, very hard and never bear the fruit of your labor. You can try and try and try and never be good enough. Or you can keep watching. Because the next few minutes will show you a brief glimpse, not of the life you could lead, but of the one you should have. You don't spend this life doing things. You do things to earn it. This is a life where every day isn't every day. This is a career at India's most exciting workplace, the life of an officer of the Indian Army. A life less ordinary. Here's where you begin. National Defense Academy. The NDA. The NDA doesn't just give you a bachelor's degree. It takes young boys fresh out of school and turns them into gentlemen and scholar warriors. From wielding guns to 25-kilometer runs to lessons in team spirit and leadership, it is India's most meaningful undergraduate program. Give it 3 years and it will give you 3 words to live by. Service before self. That's a life well begun. Let's take it to the next level.
So this was just a brief on what the academy life looks like. So let me put a small correction here. Now NDA is also open for girls. So it mentioned na ki sirf boys, it takes up boys, but now it's for the girls also, right to the permanent commission. So the aim is very much about to acquaint you all with the career opportunities in the Indian Army. Now I have divided this presentation or the lecture into the following parts: why Indian Army as a career, avenues in the Indian Army, life in the Indian Army, and the last is the gateway to Indian Army. So gateway is basically how you go through it, how you start preparing, what are the ways you can get in. So I'll start with the first one, that is why Indian Army as a career. Are you all aware of the Chetwood Credo, or somebody who's heard about it? No one? So this is a credo which was given by Sir Philip Chetwood. It is placed right in the main building of IMA. It has the significance on how the army functions. So before one wants to join the army, one has to start believing it. So the first one says that the safety, honor and welfare of your country comes first, always and every time. In simple plain words, no matter what, your country will come first for you as an officer. The second is that the honor, welfare and comfort of the men you command comes next. Like right after your country, it is your men who you command. And at last, it is you. Your own ease, comfort, whatever it is, that will come last for you. So many would feel that why should I join the army when I have to put myself at last? Well, if you put yourself at last, you're never at last. You're always at the top. Because in the Indian Army, out of all these things, before your country, before you, before your men, that stands the tall heads of the Indian Army, who is taking care of you at all the time. Let's say you fall sick, you don't have to do anything, but the army will take care of you. Let's say you have to move from one place to the other, you don't have to think about it, the army will take care of you. Coming to your family, if your parents are dependent on you, they're not good, they require some medical attention, you don't have to worry about it. It's the army who's going to take care of you. So I hope I am able to make you understand what this is. But on ground, as an officer, as a leader, this is the most important thing. I can't think about myself. I can't think of my comfort when it comes to my country and my men. As a personal saying, I feel that my men should come first because I come from an infantry battalion. We are known as the queen of the battle because we are right on the ground. So for me, it is my men who come first, and after that my country, and after that obviously me. So these are a few points which I would like to emphasize on. First is the job satisfaction. Can anybody of you please explain me what, according to you, is job satisfaction? Anyone? No one? तो कोई तो try करो यार, कोई नहीं, just try it out. Yeah, please. Correct. Exactly. So army is one, I won't say it, I would call it as a job, but a service where you are completely satisfied. मतलब ऐसा कभी नहीं लगेगा कि मैंने ये नहीं करा या मैंने वो नहीं करा, आई शुड हैव डन दैट, आई शुड हैव डन दैट, ऐसा you'll never feel that, because the horizon is so broad that wherever your thinking stops, that's where the horizons open in the army. So you're always satisfied. Professional advancement. Now, by professional advancements, I mean that you can get in the army as a doctor, as a normal non-technical guy like I am, or a engineer, or an advocate. So army is going to provide you that platform where you can excel in those fields, right? Variety and adventures, economic stability, and your social status. So variety and adventure here means that army is just not staying on the border. But let's say if somebody is good at sports, he can excel in sports. Somebody who's good with some field, let's say management or something, he's going to excel in that. Because army is an organization where we have combat arms, where we have support arms, and we have services. So everybody has a different role. When it comes to the fighting, it is the infantry, the armored corps, the tanks, and the mechanized infantry. When it comes to the support, we have the engineers, we have the artillery, we have the aviation. When we go to this services, we have the Army Ordnance Corps, Army Service Corps. Then we have a few more things, but this is the basic structure which you should know about the Indian Army to give you a very fair idea. Economic stability. Now, I am 23 years old. I got commissioned when I was 22. So right when I started with my training, I was getting a lump sum of 56,100, out of which I did not spend any, but I did invest in SIPs. So that money has grown somewhere. Right, I joined the army, I got commissioned as officer, that pay scale increased to more allowances and whatnot. But keeping in mind, I don't have any expenditure. So 56,000 in today's time, at the age of 21 or 22, for all of you, you might think it's very less for the given hard work I'm giving in. But it is not, trust me. Next year, I plan to buy a car for myself. So that is economic stability. Post retirement, once you retire, after you complete service, the Indian Army is going to take care of you. How? You have a pension scheme. And let me be very clear, it is the only Indian Armed Forces who is now providing pension. Be it the CAPF or the police services, right till the civil services I talk to, the ISs and the IPSs, they are also not entitled for any pension. But the Indian Army is, the Indian Armed Forces, the Air Force, Navy, and the Army. Social status. So, can anybody tell me what social status is? We all have a social group. Anyone? Just define social status for me. Let this session be interactive. ऐसा ही नहीं होना चाहिए कि मैं ही बात कर रहा हूँ, है ना? You also put in points. अच्छा, to join the army, one thing is initiative. भाई हाथ उठाना है, बोलना है. Yes, please.
Social status basically is that what's our identity outside the world.
Okay.
It can vary person to person. Suppose if somebody is officer, so if somebody is doing this, so it can be different from one to second person.
All right, you're taking the social status to a different level. That is to the societal change, which we say. That is about the differences that there are in the society. Well, that's not there in the army. We don't have any differences. As an officer, as a JCO, or as an OR, if you're wearing that uniform, you hold the same capabilities, right? So that is not there in the army. By social status, I mean a very good social environment. That is, that the people you meet, the people you live through, or the company you have around you is very good. You know, basically, क्या है कि you are meeting good people, you're meeting people, you're learning something from them, right? You're meeting senior officials, you're meeting the civil administration. That is what I mean here. So your horizon broadens, and it's not just limited to a single place. As an army officer, I come from Haryana. I am from Rewari, but I have met people all through south, to north and south, east and west of this country. So that gives you a confidence. Now, what else is better than knowing that you're in a duty where you're safeguarding your country? I mean, I got in the army just for the uniform. I did not know about the perks and benefits, what the army provides. I, being a fifth gen officer in the Indian Army, I just knew that I want that uniform. That's all. So I believe you all should also have that motive itself, nothing more than that. command the noblest men that walk this earth. As an army officer, you get an opportunity, not as an opportunity, but it is your responsibility and duty that you are a born leader, or you transform to a leader where you're commanding your men. So the structure of an army is very big, and under you, you'll have so many men. So to think and align yourselves as low as your preparatory stage, you should start thinking like officers. It can be in terms of when you're with your peer group, कि अपने दोस्तों के साथ जब हो, तो try making the right decision. There's a saying, harder right than the easier wrong. झूठ बोलना बहुत आसान होता है, लेफ्ट राइट घूम के बचना बहुत इजी है. But just try once. Take that harder step and say the truth. You will be able to look yourself in the mirror every day. So it's very easy. You become an army officer, you get to command, you have responsibilities, you've got powers. Now, like I said, that you have professional advancements. In the army, you've got so many skills, so many courses. Like if I'm an infantry officer, I get to go through so many weapons, right from a pistol to a rocket launcher to whatnot, which I've seen and I've fired till now. So I get to know the technical details. I get to master myself in those. As an infantry officer, I get to do a all arms course. I can get a hang of tanks. I can go learn how to drive a tank, right? I can do a para jump. I can do scuba diving. I can scale the mountains. And I can do horse riding. It does not end. I can go play the expensive of expensive sports. And I just have to be willing for it. But the army is going to take care that I learn it. It's as simple as that. Nothing is going out of my pocket. It's all getting saved. Because in today's day, with this century coming up, with all the Gen Zs, even I am a Gen Z, it is just turning up to the monetary benefits, what we all see through. So that should not be the aim, but a side factor which you should be aware of. The first gateway is the National Defense Academy. You have to pass your 10th, you have to pass your 10 plus 2. Age limit is 16 and a half to 19 years. Notification for the exam comes in June and December. So जो जून में फॉर्म भरेगा वो एग्जाम देगा सितंबर में. Similarly जो दिसंबर में करता है he will give it in April. You guys are aware, good. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Basic pass भी अगर आप हो 12th में, you can sit for the UPSC entrance exam. This is the most important part. The UPSC entrance exam. You give that examination. You need to have maths. Even if you don't have maths, I believe maths is required. Because as a commerce graduate, I required maths to give the NDA. So maths is one thing which you should have. Now, if somebody who's planning to be a fighter pilot, girls and boys, both, you need to have physics and maths. That basically counts. आपने PCM करी होनी चाहिए, है ना? For someone who has not done PCM but had maths, is still eligible for this entrance. So you give that entrance exam. दो parts में होता है. One is your communication, then next is your general knowledge exam. उसमें ही सब कुछ included होता है. After that exam is concluded, your merit list comes. That where you stand in the order of merit, whether you have passed the written examination or not. So once you have passed that written examination, you get detailment for your SSB. That is the Service Selection Board. We have about 4 centers, if I'm not wrong. North, South, Center में भी है ना, Service Selection East, and एक Kolkata side में. Yes. So wherever you get your SSB, that's indifferent. It is just they're assessing your personality. And what in your personality? They just want to see through that interview process that are you fitting in to be an army officer or not? How do you know that you are fitting in or not? Or how you can fit in? Now that comes a question in take. So there are about 15 officer-like qualities which are very basic. First, that you have to be courageous. Second, you need to have stamina. That is mental stamina. I don't say physical. Physical तो आप ट्रेनिंग में कर ही लोगे. They will check mentally how strong you are. कि कितना प्रेशर आप ले सकते हो, नहीं ले सकते हो ना. That is more important in the army. Then is your effective thinking, how you think. एक टास्क है, दो बंदों को दिया, एक बहुत देर लगा रहा है करने में, लेकिन एक बंदे ने बोलते ना जुगाड़ करके कैसे कैसे he's done that job, so he is a fit person for the army. Then you undergo tests through psychology, ground tests. These are few things जिसमें आपको देखा जाता है कि how you come out as a leader. So do you want me to tell the SSB process? Or is it too soon as of now? Shall I share the process, ma'am? SSB का प्रोसेस जानना है? हाँ ठीक है. दो स्टेजेस में होता है. One is a screening in. Screening in is your stage 1, and the rest test, which is conducted for 4 days, is your stage 2. So SSB is considered to be the toughest interviews, even tougher than your UPSC. But in what I feel is, it is easy if your personality fits in right. Because at the end, आपकी personality का test है, and personality कैसी चीज़ है? सबकी अलग होती है. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि सबकी सेम होगी. बट जिसकी ट्रू सेल्फ उस दिन बाहर आती है, ही इज द परफेक्ट फिट फॉर इट. जो बंदे झूठ बोल के कुछ इधर उधर करते हैं ना कि नहीं मैं ऐसा हूं मैं वैसा हूं, वो नहीं चलते. दे वांट ऑनेस्ट पीपल. सो इफ यू हैव फेल्ड, यू हैव फेल्ड. बी ऑनेस्ट. एज सिंपल इज दैट. सो द स्टेज 1 ऑफ एसएसबी इज सिंपल स्क्रीनिंग इन प्रोसेस. उसमें आपको एक पिक्चर दिखाते हैं, अ ब्लर्ड पिक्चर. यू हैव टू सी दैट पिक्चर, perceive what comes to your mind and write it down in a story form. ठीक है, समझ आया है क्यों करते हैं? आपकी सोच देखने के लिए. उसके बाद होता है एक एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट. वो देखते हैं कि आप में बेसिक नॉलेज है. कोई यार बेसिक डाइस, 3 डाइस ऐसे हैं तो तीसरा चौथा कैसा होगा, है ना, समथिंग लाइक दैट. वो कॉइन के क्वेश्चन आ जाएंगे, वो हो जाता है. इट्स वेरी इजी. सो यू डन विद दैट. So all those who have cleared that move to the next stage, and that ratio is very less. Let's say if you have a reporting of 360, about 30 to 35 are only screened into the next process. We come to day 2. Day 2 is your psychology test, which is very important. And देखने में लगेगा कि it's very simple, क्या है स्टोरी से तो लिखनी है. But if you are honest to yourself in your daily living, you will pass it, because it will have pictures, around 12 to 15 पिक्चर्स जिस पे आपको स्टोरी लिखनी है. देन यू विल हैव 1 वर्ड्स जिस पे आपको सेंटेंस बनाना है. एंड देन यू विल बी गिवन अ सिचुएशन जिसको आपको कंप्लीट करना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू एंड योर फ्रेंड आर वॉकिंग एंड अ कोबरा इज पासिंग बाय. व्हाट विल यू डू? बताओ, व्हाट विल यू डू? क्या करोगे अगर सांप साइड से जा रहा है तो? या सांप सामने आ गया, क्या करोगे? आपके पास डंडा भी है हाथ में. चलो गुड. अब बताओ, व्हाट विल यू डू? परफेक्ट. दैट्स व्हाट यू वांट. सिंपल है. मूव 2-3 स्टेप्स बैक, लेट द स्नेक पास. बट व्हाट जनरली द बेसिक मिस्टेक वी डू एज बॉयज और एनीवन हु वांट्स टू शो अननेसेसरी ब्राविडो, जोश दिखाने के चक्कर में बोलेंगे आई हैव अ स्नेक, आई विल किल इट. Have you ever killed a snake? मारा है कभी किसी ने सांप? नहीं ना, तो कैसे मारोगे यार, है ना? Be it in the army और उसके बाद कोई पूछे तो yes, we have experience for that. You understood? अब ये भी टाइम बाउंड होते हैं. Now you have words. You will get a word like beautiful, pretty, red. You don't have time here because you just have what? 10 to 15 seconds to write a sentence. And उसके बाद वो word हट जाएगा. तो जो दिमाग में आएगा वो निकलेगा. सो इफ यू थिंक गुड, इफ यू आर पॉजिटिव, एंड दैट्स ऑल. यू हैव टू बी पॉजिटिव एंड यू हैव टू थिंक गुड. यही 2 चीजें हैं. सो योर माइंडसेट विल ऑटोमेटिकली अलाइन टू अ डिफरेंट साइड. सो योर साइक इज डन. ठीक है, साइकोलॉजी का टेस्ट खत्म. एंड सेल्फ डिस्क्रिप्शन होता है कि व्हाट यू थिंक, व्हाट योर टीचर्स थिंक अबाउट योर सेल्फ, हो तो चलो लिख देना. उसके बाद आते हैं पर्सनल इंटरव्यू. वो इंटरव्यू रूम देखने में अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन when I also went in, I was there for good 1.5 hours. So they will dig out so many things. कोई बोल देगा कि I like to play basketball. So the next question will be, what are the dimensions of the basketball court? Because in army everything works on a हाउ एंड वाई, क्यों और क्यों कैसे चलता है कि भाई क्यों करा, किस लिए करा. तो यू हैव टू थिंक लाइक दैट. As an army officer, if you are going to a place, you should be aware of your surroundings. So that's basic about it. कि okay, somebody will say I like to play volleyball. उसने कोर्ट की डायमेंशन भी बता दी, फिर उससे पूछ लेंगे कि बॉल में कितना प्रेशर होता है, तो आप फंस जाते हो. एंड उसमें अगर आपने सीधा बोल दिया कि मुझे नहीं पता, दैट इज कंप्लीटली फाइन. बट वो आपको प्रेशर बिल्ड करते हैं आप पे, वो आपको डराना चाहते हैं कि आप घबरा के कहीं ना कहीं तो यू विल एंड अप स्पॉइलिंग योर इंटरव्यू. So these are basic techniques. Now my name is Dhruv. I was asked about the Dhruv Tara, the pole star. I should be aware about it because it's my name. So the IO told me, interviewing officer ने इतना प्रेशर डाल दिया, 20 क्वेश्चन पूछे मेरे से, मैंने 20 में बोला कि आई एम नॉट अवेयर, आई एम नॉट अवेयर, आई एम नॉट अवेयर, बिकॉज आई वॉज श्योर अबाउट वन थिंग कि मैं स्ट्रेस में नहीं आऊंगा. सो इट वेंट वेल. सो इंटरव्यू इज कंप्लीटली दैट दे चेक फॉर हाउ मच स्ट्रेस यू कैन टेक, राइट. देन यू हैव अ फ्यू ग्राउंड टास्क. डे 3 डे 4 में आपके GTO बोलते हैं उसको. उसमें आपको देखते हैं कि हाउ इफेक्टिवली यू कैन पास थ्रू ऑब्स्टिकल्स, कि आपका दिमाग कितना तेज चल रहा है, कि अगर एक ऑब्स्टिकल यहाँ है, एक ऑब्स्टिकल थोड़ा सा दूर है, बीच में कुछ है, यू आर गिवन वन रोप, एक बल्ली, एक फट्टा, कैसे बांध के आप अपनी टीम को आगे लेके जाओगे उसमें से. तो दैट इज समथिंग विच विल कम आउट ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. देन यू हैव अ ग्रुप डिस्कशन. नाउ ग्रुप डिस्कशन इज देयर टू टेस्ट योर नॉलेज एंड टू टेस्ट हाउ मच यू कैन अकोमोडेट द अदर पर्सन. एक तो होती है स्टबर्न कैटेगरी कि नहीं भाई जो मैंने बोला वही सही है. दैट विल नॉट वर्क इन द आर्मी. एज अ लीडर यू विल हैव टू टेक अप सजेशंस, यू विल हैव टू कंपाइल थिंग्स, तभी जाके कुछ बात बनेगी. तो दैट इज देयर टू चेक दैट हाउ रेडी यू आर टू अकोमोडेट योर थॉट्स, योर प्रोसेसेस विद द अदर पर्सन. अगर वो गलत भी है तो एक तरीका होता है सही करने का, तो वो तरीका देखा जाएगा. बस this is your SSB, and there is one lecture rate. You will be given one topic, you have to speak on it. That is to check your confidence. That's all. It can be in Hindi, it can be in English. Now, confidence will never come through a language. There are people who are very fluent in English, but they are not confident. Right? Confidence will only come through one thing, that is knowledge. जितनी नॉलेज आपके पास होगी उतने कॉन्फिडेंट आप होंगे, क्योंकि आपके पास चीजें होंगी बोलने के लिए. अगर मेरे पास नहीं है चीजें बोलने के लिए तो आई जस्ट ब्लैबर हियर एंड देयर, लेफ्ट एंड राइट, है ना. सो दैट इज योर SSB. देन यू हैव अ कॉन्फ्रेंस, उसमें बता देंगे आउट ऑफ 36 ओनली 2 आर सेलेक्टेड, रेस्ट कैन गो बैक. डोंट बी डीमोरलाइज्ड बाय सच थिंग्स, ओके. लाइक एवरीवेयर आई गो आई जस्ट से वन थिंग, व्हाट आई हैव बिलीव्ड, दैट यू जस्ट नीड वन सीट एंड एम फॉर दैट वन सीट एंड यू विल गेट इट. देन यू हैव योर मेडिकल्स राइट आफ्टर दैट. मेडिकल्स बेसिक होते हैं, everybody passes. Then NDA में you go undergo 3 years of training at NDA, so go very mentally prepared, है ना. It's not easy but very easy and very fun. Then you have your passing out parade. After that 1 year of training at IMA or AFA or the Naval Academy, depending on what you have chosen to get in NDA. समझ गए? NDA का जब फॉर्म भरोगे तो आपसे पूछेंगे आपको एयरफोर्स में जाना है, नेवी में जाना है या आर्मी में जाना है. तो उसके हिसाब से आपकी 1 साल की ट्रेनिंग या तो आर्मी में, आर्मी के लिए IMA में होगी, AFA is for Air Force and Naval Academy is for Navy. Then you're commissioned as a lieutenant in the Army or a sub-lieutenant in the Navy or as a flying officer in the Air Force. Clear? For all those who are aspiring to do engineering, there is another entry right after 12th. Okay, I forgot यार, ये भी मिलते हैं, पैसे भी मिलते हैं. Now this is not OTA गया. OTA गया को चेंज कर दिया इन्होंने अभी. वहाँ पे दूसरी एंट्री जाती है, ग्रेजुएट टेक्निकल एंट्री जाती है. This entry is called technical entry scheme. This is for, as of now, only boys who are planning to do engineering. So if you want to get in army and pursue your engineering in the army, so this is the very good opportunity for you. कुछ नहीं करना, 10th and 12th में 70% से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए PCM में. अपना एप्लीकेशन का फॉर्म भरो, ऑनलाइन आता है, टेक्निकल एंट्री स्कीम डालोगे, फॉर्म डालोगे, डायरेक्ट SSB है, रिटर्न भी नहीं देना है इसमें. तो बेसिकली 12th में आपके 70% आने चाहिए. दैट्स ऑल. यू गो थ्रू योर SSB, सेम प्रोसेस, मेडिकल सेम प्रोसेस. नाउ दैट 1 year of training at OT गया हैज बीन वॉश्ड आउट. नाउ इट इज स्ट्रेट अवे 4 years of training at the College of Military Engineering. That is in Pune, Hyderabad and Secunderabad, depending on where you get it. So you go there for 4 years, you do your engineering plus your military training. साथ में हो जाएगा, इंजीनियरिंग भी हो जाएगी एंड आपकी मिलिट्री ट्रेनिंग भी हो जाएगी. Then you get a degree from JNU for BTech. So that is affiliated. So nothing is going in waste. After that, you go for 1 month training at IMA. Okay? Then again you're commissioned as an officer in the Indian Army. BTech की degree मिल जाएगी from JNU. That's all. Now, anyone who wants to do medical out of the first years, anyone a PCM background, or who had given NEET, you'd given NEET, फिर से देना है. So do try for AFMC, the Armed Forces Medical College. My Mosi, she was a doctor in the army and she got in through this. A very simple process. The simple process is आप NEET देते हो, आपकी रैंकिंग अच्छी आएगी तो you will be able to get into AFMC. It is just as any other medical college, but India's top 3 में आ जाता है. AIIMS, AFMC है ना. So merit list आती है. AFA की screening and interview is different based on your education and वो सब. Then your medical is done. Merit list comes out. 4 years of MBBS, and you get commissioned into the army as a doctor. After you got commissioned, your studies don't stop there. Now you know in medical, na, somebody wants to do masters in surgery, neuro, whatnot. So you do it in the army. Basic qualification is 60% marks in PCB. 8 slabs are there. You can do it after graduation also. So the opportunities are wide open in the army. Now let me get to all those who are there in the second year and third year, along with students who are here in first year who plan to do or join the army after graduation. So after graduation, you have the CDS, you have the technical graduate course. That's all. Okay. This is for, and the NCC entry is there, and you have the JAG entry for lawyers. So let's say you're done with your graduation, you've got decent enough marks, which don't matter at all. You have to clear the CDS examination. So once the ones who are confident with maths get to join the IMA. ठीक है, और जिन्होंने मैथ्स नहीं पढ़ी, no problem, you will still get to join the army, but through the Officers Training Academy, Chennai. Right? कुछ नहीं, it's just a normal written examination conducted by UPSC, very easy. You just need to give 3 months of prep. उसके बाद क्या होएगा, आपका वही SSB प्रोसीजर है, मेडिकल्स है, मेरिट लिस्ट वगैरह करते कराते you'll join the academy. Okay, the university entry scheme is out. The Army Education Corps entry is also out. Let's talk of the NCC entry. You can actually guide your friends. NCC कोई है क्या अभी? नहीं ना? Anyone from NCC here? But still you can guide them. कुछ नहीं है. You need to have a C certificate with Bravo grading and college के graduation में आपको 65% and above लाने. Simple. You don't have to give any written examination. You directly appear for your SSB. Right? Now we come to technical graduate course. Technical graduate course is for someone who's done engineering in college and who still wants to join the army without giving any written examination, right? TGC वाले बंदे सब जाते हैं IMA. That's the Indian Military Academy and granted permanent commission. Now there is a difference between TGC and SSC Tech. कुछ नहीं है, difference is only marks. जिसके ज़्यादा marks आए वो TGC चला जाएगा, जिसके थोड़े से कम है 70% and above only यार, he'll go for SSC Tech. Now don't go by the commission part. ठीक है कि I want to get permanent commission or the short service. There can be various reasons कि why I wanted to be a short service officer. Maybe I just wanted to join the army, that I wanted to serve my country, but 10 years after I want to do something else. So life should not stop at one place. ठीक है? Never restrict yourself to one thing. Keep exploring. So that can be one of the reasons, and the other reasons are just keep trying. जहाँ हो जाए घुस जाओ फौज में. Simple. SSC non-tech is my commission type through CDS or NCC. SSC tech is engineering करके application forward करके SSB देके आप आगे बढ़े. ठीक है? Technical graduate आपको समझ आ गया? JAG is for the lawyers. जिन्होंने law कर ली है, ठीक है? Age slab होती है 27 साल तक. आप 27 साल तक फौज में आ सकते हो. Same is for SSC tech. Same is for TGC. But for CDS and NCC, which is the SSC non-tech, your age is up to 25 only. ठीक है? Any doubts? यही है तरीके फौज में आने के. किसी को कोई डाउट with related to your age, किसी को डाउट आ रहा होगा कि नहीं मैं इसमें नहीं जा सकती या जा सकता, या मैं उधर से करूंगा? एनी डाउट्स? यस प्लीज.
Can you please share your things like how you studied in your college time and I did?
You all will be so demotivated if I share that with you, but I'll still do it. So when I was in college, I enjoyed a lot. Okay, I got into University of Delhi. I was not the serious kid. I was one of the backbenchers only. But when I was in school, I was an active debater. I am a orator. By what I call my skill is, I had represented India 2 times, once in China, once in Kuala Lumpur. So that gave me a lot of confidence. That gave me what I have to speak, how to speak. When I was preparing for that competition, I gained a lot of knowledge. So coming to college, I had realized one thing, that पढ़ाई से मुझे रहना है दूर, and I have to just enjoy my college life. ठीक है? Simple. But I did not deviate from studies also. That doesn't mean कि मैंने बिल्कुल पढ़ाई नहीं करी. I got respectable marks. I got A grading also, है ना? I was first division when I was done with my college. When I was in college, I was part of extracurricular activities. So limiting yourselves just to classroom learning, it will not help you. You need to step out. Do whatever you can in your capacity to have that extra knowledge in you. So do debates, do MUNs, है ना? Get into NCC. NCC is the best platform. So I joined NCC, I did modeling, I did Enactus. I had represented my college team in Costa Rica, that's in the US. So I got to explore a lot of things. Being in NCC, I was a senior under officer. I did the Republic Day parade. Then I was the best cadet in the Delhi Directorate. I was lucky enough and I was honored to represent the NCC for a small little project at the UN house also. So these are few things which you should focus on. पढ़ाई वगैरह तो यार हो जाती है, करवा देंगे, पास हो ही जाओगे. Nobody fails, है ना? That is one thing. I have failed in 6th, वैसे ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते, हिंदी में फेल हुआ था, sorry. So doesn't matter. To have a good life, to enjoy, to actually being able to clear SSB, just enjoy your life. And that doesn't mean you get into wrongdoings. I don't have to elaborate, but don't get into companies of people who drink. Punjab being a little problematic with the drug issue going on. Please refrain yourselves, because it will destroy you. Not you actually, you are getting destroyed only. It will destroy your family. And at last, ये सब तो यार है ही है, motivation, tank है, gun है. The main motivation should be that you are able to wear that uniform and you are able to make your parents proud. That is it. That will be fulfilled. Anything else? We are conducting free NDA and Naval Academy classes. All those who wish to prepare for CDS as well can join, because the basic environment for both the examinations is somewhat similar. Someone who's in the second year and is planning to join or go through CDS should join this. Now we are not charging you anything, it is completely free of cost. We have, क्या है सर, हमने किससे क्लासेस लिए? Physics वाला से we have taken classes, we have recorded lectures, we have live sessions, we do conduct tests. तो एक तरीके से it is a proper written की आपकी coaching, but it is free of cost. You have, what is the benefit of it? First is you'll get to interact with me, you get to interact with more officers, you get to sit in that army environment, right? So you will be able to change your thought process or get to the right thinking of what the army demands. ये हमारे मिलिट्री स्टेशन में हो रहा है टिबरी में. टाइमिंग्स आर 3 to 5. आपका काम सिर्फ आना है, ठीक है? दैट्स ऑल वी आस्क. डेट्स चल रही है यार, इट स्टार्टेड ऑफ. यू कैन ज्वाइन टुडे इफ यू वांट, है ना? टुडे 3 कम. सो यू कैन इन्फॉर्म योर पेरेंट्स अबाउट इट, या कॉलेज में यार अब तो खुद ही आ सकते हो, है ना? कोई सीन नहीं है. साहब एक बार आप थोड़ा सा बता दो.
Okay, I care about the age limit. Who can apply for April 2027 NDA exam? April 2027. That is NDA 12027. All those who were born between July 2008 to 1st July 2011, all those who come under this age group can apply for April exam. The notifications will be out by December 2026. Before December 22, you have to fill up the form and you can appear in the examination in April, most probably April 22, 2027.